FarLap joint units are readily installed on Stramit Speed Deck Ultra decking. No additional fastenings are required. The Stramit Speed Deck Ultra decking is installed in the normal manner. The first row of fixing clips for both the lower and all upper runs should be aligned and fixed before commencing deck laying on the lower run. This ensures that decking in upper runs is accurately aligned with the lower run. After the lower sheet is installed, the sheet ends are turned up using a special tool. The tool allows the sheet ends to be turned up at the correct angle by pushing the lever handle down flush with the sheeting. The FarLap units are 700mm long to match the cover width of the Speed Deck Ultra sheet. The units comprise nylon jointing connectors and two types of sealing foam to create a strong and weather-resistant lap joint. The foam is similar to that used in roof flashings, which has been in use for more than 25 years. Individual FarLap units are connected into longer lengths using the two-pronged links supplied with each unit. The links are removed, then placed into position by pushing through the clip and the holes in the foam of the adjoining unit. Units can be linked together before or after installing on the roof sheet. The system is simply installed by snapping onto the ribs of the bottom sheet above a supporting purlin. FarLap units can be fitted in either direction across the deck. The jointing connectors are clipped onto every rib of the decking. The foam can be easily cut to create a shorter unit where needed. The top, overlapping sheet is then pushed onto the connectors, providing a structural connection. When the top sheets are installed, the ends are turned down using the FarLap turn-up, turn-down tool. This stiffens the sheet ends and ensures the free flow of rainwater. The result is a very tidy installation. Inside, the nylon connectors hold both sheets securely together, while the foam seal takes up the shape of the sheet profile, making the joint waterproof. The multiple foam layers allow for tolerances in both manufacture and laying. The FarLap joint was independently tested for weather tightness using a simulated rain and wind test with a wind speed of 58 km per hour and a water flow delivering 0.17 litres per second runoff. This resulted in no water penetration into the internal roof space. In the Stramit laboratory, the design team used a hose with a jet spray to simulate wind-driven rain. Regardless of the water pressure or the direction of the spray, the floor below the rig remained dry. At a load of about 2 kPa, there is some distortion in the sheets. This load is far in excess of wind loads experienced in Sydney, for example. At 4 kPa, there is a definite deflection in the two spans at the far end of the rig. However, the FarLap joint remains closed and in place. At 5 kPa, the standard Speed Deck Ultra fixing clip failed. The FarLap joint was still serviceable and in place, even at this very high loading. The Stramit FarLap joint system solves the problems created by long-run roofing applications, particularly very long runs in excess of 40 metres. Builders can now lay very long sheets without the need for structural modifications or on-site roll forming. There's no need to involve fabricators or designers. FarLap joints are low profile and blend in architecturally with the rest of the roof. The system has few limitations and can be used with roof pitches as low as 1 degree. The FarLap system is the ideal solution for restricted access sites. Shorter sheet lengths mean lower transport costs, smaller cranes, safer working practices, smaller crews and less thermal expansion and contraction. Use of the FarLap jointing system does not affect the performance of the Speed Deck Ultra decking or the roofing warranty. And with FarLap, there are no longer any issues with joint placement, re-engineering of purlin detailing, or the need to address the maximum length limited by transport or thermal expansion.